Hey everybody, you ready to get in the time machine and do a throwback? This is my update for Throwback 30. Before I start, I'm going to ask you to please do all of the things. You know what they are. The like, the subscribe, the notification bell, the share, all the things I'm forgetting because I never get them all. But you guys know what they are, so I'll just leave it to you. Okay, so this is the project that started on July 28th of this year, will run till July 28th of next year. Throwback 30 is a combination of 30 different projects in the Fantastic Ladies group that Jessica Lee had decided, since she couldn't get to everything, she wanted to find some way to kind of put them together so she could at least touch them all. And what she does is she puts a list of all of the past and present projects together. We all get to vote on them, and then she tallies it all up and figures it all out and lets us know what we're doing and links everything, and she does all the work, basically. All we have to do is pick products and put on some makeup. Makes it nice and easy for us. All right, the hashtag on this is Throwback 30 projectpan, and the 30 being 30. It is in my title box. If you click on that, it will bring you to everybody else's videos on YouTube that is doing this, past, present, all that good stuff. Fantastic Ladies are going to be linked down below. Jessica's going to be linked down below. We have monthly updates. I did this differently. Oh, Emmy's moving around again. Wait, can you see Lucy? No, where'd she go? I lost Lucy. There's Lucy. She's sleeping on the pillow. All right, so we got the girls with us. What I did with this initially was I started this project knowing that I was only going to be around for a little bit, and I wanted to get through as many of the prompts as possible so I didn't have to bring it all with me. So I did a lot of minis and samples and that kind of stuff. There were a few things that I did have to bring. So we're going to start with going through what that is and where I'm at with that. And then I'm basically going to be doing a new introduction where I'm adding in all of the other things with new items for those prompts. And I picked different prompts, I think I did on all of them. If not, I did on most of them. I don't remember. But anyway, let's just jump into it. And if you guys can remember, you can keep count for me. How's that? All right. So the first one that I had remaining was Alice in Wonderpan, and it's every adventure requires a first step, something out of your comfort zone. For that, I had gone with the Mary Kay, wow, I don't remember what this is called. It is a clicky lip stick rather, and it is heart-shaped. It is in Courageous Pink. My logic behind that is that you have to have heart, and heart will give you courage, and courage is what it takes to take that first step out of your comfort zone. Plus, this thing is a very bright pink. So I had put this in for 9 uses, and I'm going to tell you the truth, I haven't used it since the last update. So we're still at, I think we were at 6, something like that, but it hasn't changed. But that is what it looks like. So that is still staying in the project. Now, for Child of the 80s, I picked the prompt Candyland, and an item that is candy themed. I went with the lip sleeping mask, the little baby one with the rounded bottom. This one is Gummy Bear, and that's where I'm at. So I'm a little over halfway through, and I love this. I actually like this more than the Sweet Candy. This one reminds me of Grape Bubblicious. I asked somebody else if they could remember what it smelled like, but then it came to me. It's Grape Bubblicious. That's what it reminds me of, and I absolutely love it. So I'm still working on that one. But for lip service, which was any lip product, I had the lip sleeping mask in Sweet Candy. Same size, same everything. Hopefully there's a picture. I did finish that off before I left. So that one is a completed prompt. Then we have Pan as Old as Time, my oldest palette. And that is this old Mary Kay eye color quad. The shades are, cream, opal, sable, and bittersweet. And you can't really tell. I mean, there's some dips in here, especially this one. But I have actually been working on this a little bit, so I've gotten a few uses. My goal with this is to hit pan in each one of those 4. And then there's a good chance I might actually have to retire it. I've loved this for years. I've had a couple of them, and it is wonderful. It's your basic, well, you got a couple of neutrals, and then you've got your basic browns. So you've got a shimmer and a nice deep one for darkening up the corner. So just a couple of swatches there for you. Lovely, like I said, Have had those around for years. Absolutely love them. Have had more than one of them. So not a hardship to keep that in the project. Then for This Is Fantasy, I picked Chimera, a Franken product. That was my Franken powder. So it is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Finish powder. There was over half a jar of that. I had a small one of those like $15 Tarte ones in there. I was trying to get rid of some of that Maybelline Fit Me powder because it's too dark for me. There's an entire container of e.l.f. Ultra HD powder in here. And then some of the, I think it's L'Oreal, the Shimmerista. So this is now at 69.6 grams. And I mean, you can see that I'm making a dent in this. It's kind of hard to tell because the sides are dusty. But this started at 93.2, 85 even in August, 77.6 in September, and 69.6 now. I like my powders. You guys know this. I go through loose powder quickly. I think that's one of the things that I go through more quickly than most people do. Don't know why. It's just a me. It actually keeps my face from eating my makeup. If I want my makeup to stay and not just get sucked in, I have to set it down, which is completely bizarre because of how dry skinned I am. You would think that I would be the person that doesn't use powder, but if I don't, I have no longevity whatsoever. So I need powders, I need sprays, I need all that stuff. I want it to blur together, but I don't want it to evaporate into my skin. So I do use a lot of powder. All right, then for tiny pans, I have another eyeshadow palette. This is a Lancome color design palette. The shade of this is, or the name of this color story is Go Bold. And they are very tiny pans. And I'd like to finish this all up. I've been working on this one a little bit too. You can see there's a big dip in this one. There's a little dip here. There's a very tiny dip here. This one, I'm having trouble getting the rest of it out. And I'm actually starting to make a dent in this black. It's nice to have a good black just for that outer corner. But this has got some really pretty shades. So that's the burgundy and the two browns that are in this. And I do have to use a very small brush to get in there, but those are the three right there. But it is nice. I mean, it's good stuff. This is the freebie size. I shouldn't call it that. This is the size that you get when they do their specials where you get like a lipstick and eye color thing and whatever. When you buy so much, it's like a train case sometimes or a makeup bag other times. That's what size these are. So they're technically a promo size. And I looked it up and figured out that the retail value on these is about 20 bucks. So, because their full size ones are 50. So just as a comparison for you. All right, then for Zodiac Project Pan, finish a zodiac sign based on the color. I picked Cancer because that is my sign. It's a silvery bluish smoky gray, which is exactly how NARS describes this shade from their Zarine Duo. My goal in this is to hit pan, and I do have, you can see the dip in it. So, I mean, I've been working on this for a while. This is what it looks like. It is truly beautiful. It is a very nice, pretty blue-gray color. So it is definitely right in my color wheel. So we're still working on that one. Okay, that is what we had going on. So let's introduce some new stuff for you. So starting at the beginning, again, and I will be skipping some that are still active, but first one I have is 12 Days of Christmas. I decided to go with the line of two turtle doves, and I brought in my Sydney Grace turtle doves. And I decided that 2 was not enough times to be using this. So I decided 8. I know, random. Random, but that's it right there. Very, very pretty. Almost a peachy kind of, yeah, it's peachy, slightly goldish. Just a pretty color. So that's going to go in for my 8 uses. Then, for the Four Seasons Project Pan, I went with winter. And I think I went with winter last time, but I have a completely different product this time. I am bringing in the Baby Bat Beauty Dead of Winter palette. And I am going to bring this in for No Pan Left Behind. I've got my little note on it already. And then these are the shades. So you've got the blues, the frosty blues. You've got a little bit of a purple blue down here. There's some black in there, some sparkly black. Yeah, very, very pretty. There's a plum. Let's get you just a couple of these shimmers. So those are the shimmers. This is pretty darn good as far as pigment goes. Beautiful colors. Oh, that's a really pretty, like silver purple. And then, I don't know if you can see the shimmer in those three down here. That shimmer black is really pretty. It's kind of like what ColourPop does, where they have their like little tiny flecks of glitter, shimmer, whatever, but they kind of blend away. So it's not, it is sparkly, but I'll have to be careful to not blend away all of the sparkle with that. So that's what's coming in for that one. Then we have got 50 Shades of Green. I am bringing in my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I am in light bronzer, yes. I have used this. This is not something that's new. And you know how hard it is to wear the pattern off of these things. So I decided I would, it has the stupid little thingy in the bottom. I decided to weigh it. It's 59.4 grams. I'm putting this in for 48 uses. This is the primary one that I just use all the time. So we will see how that ends up after those uses. Then for 50 Shades of Pink, I am bringing in a Lancome toner. This is the Tonique Comfort. Yeah, right, like I can speak French. I marked it. That's where we're starting. We're at 60.5 grams. That's going to go into finish. Then we have 50 Shades of Purple. So for that, I am bringing in another of Laneige gummy bear masks, and I have another one. So this one is brand new, untouched. So you know what's going to be going on with that. But yep, that's a finished one. And then Alice in Wonderpan. I picked Blue Caterpillar, minimizing or growing product. And I have this little NYX pore filler primer. This is a 0.27 ounce. It weighs 12 grams, and I'm going to put this into finish. It's going to be a little while before I get to it because I do have a couple others I'm working on. But when we get there, that's what we're doing. So for Beauty A to Z, this time I randomized the letter H. That one was not as easy for me. I don't know why randomizing the letters is harder. For some reason, that's what I have more problems with than anything else. But with that, I decided to bring in my Revolution Hydrate and Fix Spray. I'm right here. This was a 3.38 ounce bottle. It's 75.2 grams. The goal is to finish that. And yes, I do have 4 sprays and projects now. I use a lot of sprays. It's fine. We'll get through them all. So for Birthstone Beauty, I decided to go with April, which is Diamond, because I have the BH April Diamond palette. Now, I am going to do this No Pan Left Behind. This has the plastic on it still. I haven't even touched this. But I am not going to do this glitter. I am not messing with the pressed glitter. But I will do all of the other colors, and we'll see how they work out. I'm thinking that this might get quite a few uses as an inner corner and brow bone highlight. But first I have to cut the plastic off of it because I hadn't done that. I think I found this at TJ Maxx, and that's why I grabbed it, because I know that I did not order these when they were coming out every month. All right, for Budget Beauty, I went with the Wet n Wild Sleeping Mask. This is one in lavender. This has never been opened. It's still sealed. So this is a 0.21 ounce. It weighs in at 27.6 grams. And obviously, you know, there's going to be a lineup of those things too, but I can't stand not having one. All right, drop 10 before summer, a summer-themed item. I went with a candle. I went with the Bath & Body Works Single Wick Butterfly Candle because I like it. I just like the smell of it. Does it say what the notes are on this one? Why do these not say? The big ones say. This one doesn't seem to want to. Well, all right then. It's a 7-ounce candle. It's 198 grams. And it just says scented candle made with natural essential oils. So I don't know. But I did that one with my, or maybe is that summer or is that spring? I did it with my Rolling Into project with Charisse. I think I did it with summer. That's why I picked summer. I'm not entirely certain. But anyway, that's what we're doing. And then for food for thought, I brought in the Glamlight Hershey's Kiss palette. This is the milk chocolate. And my goal on this is to use each of the pans 3 times. Hopefully you can see all of that. There is, oh wow, some pretty shimmers in that one too. And you know what? With as much color as I wear, it's surprising that I keep picking things that are brown to put into long-term projects and try and do huge usage goals. But those are the three shimmers from that palette. And then the mattes, of course. I mean, you guys know what Glam Light's like. You've seen these before. Glam Light is wonderful. I love their formula. I actually like this so much that I got a couple of the different ones of these for both houses. So that's going in. And then, forgot to pan them all. I have a gimme product. On that, I am going with Philosophy Pure Grace. This is what's left here in this one. You can kind of see how much is left. And this is the last, nope, this is Pure Grace. It's a different one. Anyway, I think this is the only Pure Grace I have, so this is just into finish. It is 16.7 grams. Then Harry Potter and the Pan of Fire. I picked Golden Snitch, something gold, and I actually went with the Oribe body wash and body cream. Okay, I don't know if this will focus, if you can see what that says, but that's the name of whatever it is right there. I'm not going to try and pronounce it because I've been massacring things already, so we're just going to let that go. Then for I Heart the 90s, Smells Like Teen Spirit, we have a scented product. With that, I went with another candle. I got to have some gimmies and some candles in this project since I'm doing it as a second round anyway. So this one is Bubbly Rosé. This is the 3-wick. That smells good too. Does this one say what it's got in it? Pink Sparkling Rosé, Sweet Blood Orange, which is weird because usually I'd be allergic to that. Splash of cranberry juice with natural essential oils. I can read, I just can't apparently speak. So we're going to go ahead and burn that one too. Then for Throwback, or for Let's Get Loose, this is Throwback 30, stupid. Read the card right. Wow. For Let's Get Loose, I brought in a Notoriously Morbid. This is from the Woodland Critters Christmas line. And this, the name of this is Little Poof Ball Hat. I took the plastic off right before I started filming, but I have not actually even opened this. Oh, wow, that's pretty. Okay, can you, I don't want to spill, but can you see all the flecks in that? That's gorgeous. I did so well with the other one that I thought, oh, sure, we'll bring another one in, no problem. And that is what the blue one looks like. Okay, I got to start swatching down a little further. But you can actually see, well, I don't know if you can see, I can see all the glitter in that too, all of the pretty sparkly flecks. That's going to be fun. So I put that in for 5 uses because I got to tell you, loose stuff still intimidates me a little bit. And I do end up with fallout all over my face because I'm that coordinated. So we're going to just throw that in to just get a comfortable grip on how that one works and looks for me. All right. Mean Girl quotes. Now, this time I know I picked a different one. I saw Katie Heron wearing army pants and flip-flops. So I bought army pants and flip-flops. So for this, and this is all thank you to Deb B, I bought a Too Faced Hangover Pillow Balm because she raves about them. I think mine is just the original flavor. I think. I don't know. Transparent. Or treatment. What does that say? I don't know. Anyway, it's the pink one. This is brand new, was still in the box. We're going to put that into finish, and that's because I'm copying her. So unopened, it weighs 30 grams, and it's 0.2 ounces. We will see how long that one takes. Then for Nightmare on Panning Street, I went with Alien, and it's supposed to be something that's one of a kind, and this technically isn't one of a kind because I do own 2 of these in different colors, but I went with Posh Alien because it had alien in it, and I thought that was cool. So that's what that looks like. We are putting this in. Ooh, that's pretty. Especially next to that other blue. They're going to go nicely together. We're putting this in for 5 uses also because I have not used it ever. It is new to me. Yeah, that's going to be fun. It's got a lot of pink to the blue, so that's going to be really nice. All right, then for Pan of Dinosaurs, I did Pterosaurus, something light or airy. So I have this Dolce & Gabbana light blue, and there's not a ton of it left, but I figured I would bring this in to finish it off because it has light in the name, and I know that I like it since it's half done. That is also 16.8 grams. Those originally start at 0.27 ounces. So that's in the finish. Then for Skin is In, I went with the Ordinary Buffet. This is the one they're changing. Good Lord, Reflection City. This is the one they're changing. So they're discontinuing Buffet and they're bringing it back as something else because they're adding peptides to it, I think is what it is. So this was my 1 ounce bottle. This is where I am. We have 64.7 grams. The goal is to finish it. And that I only use at night. So, all right. For That's Expensive, I have another one of these little Guerlain Abeille Royal, I believe it is. This is the Advanced Youth Watery Oil, the 0.16, the one that has the gold in it. See all the gold flakes? And I really, really liked this stuff. This is really nice. So I thought, well, okay, I'm putting it in because I want to use it. 15 grams to start with. All right, that's So 2000s, a project which I missed my update this month. I do apologize for that. I should have planned better with the travel. I wasn't thinking. But I went with the Jonas Brothers, a trio. For that, I'm bringing in my Baby Biba from Natasha Denona. The goal on this is I want to use each shade 5 times. See, I told you. I'm doing it with the browns again. Browns and golds. I'm going to go have to wash my whole arm when I'm done. So these 3 are the Baby Biba. So I figure I can do it as a one and done with this palette, or I can add it in with other things. But each shade 5 times on that one. And does it have? It does have shade names. What are they? Monroe, L, and Cocoa. So I think Monroe, L, and Cocoa. Yeah, that's got to be. That's Cocoa. So that must be the names of them. So that's what we're doing with that. Then we have got the Golden Girls. So I went with Sophia, a sample or an older product. And with that, I thought I'd bring in this cute little hair mask from Way. This is for thick hair, which I don't have. But what the heck, we'll try it anyway. This is 0.34 fluid ounce. And I just had a bigger one of something else that was a mask that was like a 1 ounce. And I could only get I could have gotten a use and a quarter. So basically I just threw the whole thing in my hair just to, there wasn't a point in saving it for a partial use. That doesn't really work well for me. So I'm guessing this is probably going to be a one-use thing. But like I said, I got to have some gimmies here. All right. Finally, for Turn and Burn. We are just bringing in a sample, and I know a lot of people are doing multiples. I figure I've done my dues already on this one, so I am bringing in a sample. And this is the R&Co Television Shampoo and Conditioner Foil Packet. So I don't know what television is. I might have to look that up and figure out what that's supposed to be good for. But I have it, so I figured I would use it. All right, everybody, that is all of them. The new ones, the old ones, the duplicates, the whole kit and caboodle. Thank you for spending your time with me. I truly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, see ya. Bye.